Okay, so after being in arguably, I would say, one of the most solid couples of the entire series, she left in controversial circumstances and in a Love Island first was followed straight out the gates by her adoring partner. She's here to chat about her journey with her beloved beau. It's only Isabel and Connor, everybody.
Hello.
Guys, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for coming along.
Thank you for having us.
When I was a teenager, the biggest will they, won't they was like Ross and Rachel from Friends. And now as an adult, the biggest will they, won't they has been, will Connor and Izzy come on the pod?
So it was a big decision.
I'm delighted that you're here. So you were kind of having a lovely time and then it all started to go a little bit wrong. I guess particularly for Isabel around the Mia Boston, the bombshells coming in, all that stuff. So I'd love to get amongst it, but I will preface it with whatever we're going to talk about and however it falls out. I thought the reaction online was like OTT, and so I'm sure you saw all that stuff. So how's the last week been for you, seeing it all go to air? And I know there's been a lot of commentary.
It's definitely been very difficult. I'm not going to lie. I think Yana said it really well on her podcast that she did with you the other week, and I'm so new to all of this, so I think it was really hard watching it back and just seeing it be portrayed like that, because me and Mia had a really good friendship. But it's been really hard seeing things online, because I feel if people judge me for the way I look or the way I dress, it's oh well,
it'll
whatever.
Probably go well.
Exactly. I'm oh, whatever. But I think that one hurt the most, because I feel people have no idea what actually happened inside of that villa besides us, the other people in there, and Mia and Mia. So, and at the end of the day, I think you can see in the last episode the amazing friendships that I made. Everyone was so supportive of me, and I think they were all very shocked. So yeah, it's been really hard, but at the end of the day, I've made amazing friends, and everyone in that villa saw me for what actually happened. They saw me for who I actually am, and they all have respect for me, and we all have such an amazing friendship. So I just look at the positives in it all.
Yeah.
And there is obviously amazing positives. I've come out with Connor.
Not
and
bad, eh?
everyone in the villa, we're all so close. We're all in a group chat. We all stay in touch. And I feel the people that actually saw what happened aren't judging me. So that's gives me comfort, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll add to that as well. That, obviously, even me watching it, I was holy fuck, that comes across a lot. But then I didn't even know that happened in the villa. I was in the villa and I didn't even know that girl's argument happened. So it's
that was it. The girls had the argument. We'll get amongst the details now, but the girls had the argument, then it cut to the boys doing the handstands.
Anytime there was drama, I just seemed to be doing handstands.
So the moment it starts to blow up is you girls are walking off to get some food or head up to the kitchen or whatever it is, and Mick says, are you not going to invite them? You're not being very welcoming. There's a little bit of an exchange, and then Boston and Sharon kind of pair off to talk about their thing. And then Mia's going up to have a pee, and you girls are on the TP. That exchange, and particularly, as I'm sure you know, it's the I'm talking bit, really struck a nerve.
Yeah.
And I
haven't even heard that yet.
And I think there was the second I'm talking, what it looked like, it was Mia was almost she just said she was agreeing with you or acknowledging what you were saying. Can you see why people went a bit balubas over that?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks so bad. I'm not going to deny that. But I think what people are missing, they're missing what happened before the argument. They're missing what happened during it. And at the time, I didn't even feel it was an argument. I just felt I don't know, I'm in business. So for me, confrontation is key to ensuring that a problem doesn't develop into something unnecessary. So I think what I like to do is if there's been whispers, because I've obviously worked in a environment full of women, so I know that whispers are so detrimental to a friendship or a dynamic, or obviously in that case a corporate friendship. But so I think that's why we wanted to end it the way we did. But yeah, I think in regards to that, we were just having a conversation, and I let Mia speak and I validated the way she felt, and all of that was missed out, where I was babe, we never want to make you feel left out. I'm so sorry that you felt like that. We just don't want to, I want you to feel comfortable to be able to come and talk to me. And she was basically just kind of explaining I don't know, I've never, like, I don't know how to be a girl's girl. Like, I haven't been in that environment. Like, she's explained to us that she's in a trade where it's full of men. So I was like, no, that's so fine. But if I was to offer you any advice, and then that's where I bring in and like offer my advice, which I think people are thinking it's unsolicited, but she basically was just kind of saying she doesn't know where to go in that kind of situation. And I was just saying, like, come straight to us. And I was like, I want you to feel comfortable. Like, from now, I'm glad that we can kind of have that chat and you can feel comfortable to just come to me. So that's how we kind of resolved it. And
so was that not how it played out in your head? Because it looked like it was a free-flowing conversation.
Yeah, so basically, like, from my memory, Mia said what she wanted to say, but she kept interrupting when I was trying to talk, which was cut out. So I would, like, go to bring something up and she would, like, talk over again. Then I would go to bring something up and she would talk over me again. And then I was like, okay, yeah, just let me speak. I'm just talking. And then she, like, was kind of interrupting me again. So I was like, and I know that that's how things get heated, because what happens is like, she'll talk over and then I'll try and talk over her and then she'll talk over me, and then it just gets, like, louder and louder and louder and more heated. So I was basically just saying, like, I'm still talking, sorry, which is what you see.
You'll win the loud competition as well.
Hey?
I said you'll win the loud competition as well.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. In the moment, it didn't feel that heated. Obviously, watching it back, it looks very different. But, yeah, right after I finished talking, so after I finished what I had said, she was like, oh, no, I totally get it. And I was like, babe, bring it in, let's have a hug. And we laughed it off. And then we went to see Yana and we all laughed it off. And me and Mia were hugging. We were like, look, Yana, like, there's no beef. Like, it was just a mature conversation. We sorted it. And it did. Like, it did. Once you stop interrupting each other, it does solve the argument. So, yeah, people are seeing it differently online. But at the end of the day, like I said, like, everyone in that villa knows what actually happens. So I guess that gives me comfort.
Has Connor, at any stage since you've left the villa, I'm talking?
I'm talking.
I just let her speak.
Yeah, fair. Let's see.
I'm a smart man.
Let's talk about the striptease. The basic take from it seemed to be you were fine with Mick when he did the striptease, but you were kind of offended on Connor's behalf, and then maybe annoyed that Connor wasn't more angry. Is that right or not right?
Yeah, basically, like, I think I counted it was like 3 seconds of the striptease, which was the very start. So he picks me up, and then you just see him turn me around, and then you see me being bent over. I don't think you saw the rest of that. Remember, these stripteases go for, like, I think probably, on estimate, like 1 minute to 2 minutes each person.
Yeah,
so
right.
There's a lot that was missed.
I would have been trying to chop it down to 30 seconds, but anyway, bravo you.
So yeah, it was literally 3 seconds of something that probably, obviously I wasn't have a timer, a stopwatch out, but it would have gone for 1 minute or 2-3 minutes. So all of us girls were like, whoa, like after it, they all were like, that was way too much. And then Sean's made the comment about Connor. So then that's been like, well, I don't want Connor to feel like I was enjoying that, because it was a lot. And the girls were actually more concerned about that striptease, the way it happened, more than the situation with Connor. But that was cut out, so it looks like we were all just concerned about what Connor thought.
Mick's comment was just out of line, the whole I'll turn you inside out thing.
Yeah,
and that's
that's where I switched from being like, love you, take the piss, give each other shit, to being like, no, you've taken that too far.
Yeah.
That one really upset me, really upset Connor. So I think that moment was so genuine, it was so heated. And even Jotham was like, no, too far.
Yeah,
like,
no, I think, and Ross, when he came later and he heard what he had said, he was like, dude, too much. But that's the moment that angry Connor came out for the first time. Hulk smash!
That's what the boys at home are waiting for.
Was that like a, I don't know, red flag to a bull? You were pretty worked up at that stage anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, Isabel had the chat with you, kind of going, you know, he's pushing the line here. And then I think that's the moment, I think he would agree himself that he stepped over the line. What's going through your head right at that moment?
I was almost trying to contain the peace, which is what I said in the beach hut. And then I think up there, disrespect can be taken like a little bit too far, and it definitely triggered me. I'm quite protective of like family, friends and loved ones. So yeah, I'll always stand up when something's just overstepped a little bit,
Do you regret not doing an exit interview?
Mine was pretty cute, so I reckon she does.
No, because I was very upset. Yeah. And I feel like at the time, we did a nice, like, you know how they do like the next day, and we did that and I was nice and calm. But at the time, no, I don't regret it. But I think you can see the reaction on everyone when we left. Like, they all know what actually happened in that villa, and
Yeah.
they were all so upset. You can see the raw emotion. It was actually really nice watching it back because I didn't remember that. Like I forgot everyone's
Yeah.
emotion because I was like feeling like I was having an out of body experience, and my head was spinning. So to watch like all of my friends and the way that they were reacting when we
And the
left was
talking
so
in the beach
beautiful.
hut, like you don't ever see what
Yeah.
they say in the beach hut. What they were saying in the beach hut was just like beautiful.
Connor, Izzy, a pleasure. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
so
much.
much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.